baby.
Campus of Harper College, Palatine, Illinois, 50 minutes from downtown Chicago, and this week it's been bowling and the Bulls. Here at the Physical Center inside, 4 glistening Brunswick lanes are set for the finals of a great championship, the $300,000 Brunswick World Tournament of Champions. 2,500 looking on with you, so let's meet our 5 finalists. Here they are. Our 5th seed is making his 2nd consecutive telecast and is after his 5th career win from Middleburg Heights, Ohio, Dave D'Entremont. His opening opponent is seeking his 4th title and his 2nd win in a major from Andover, Kansas, Justin Hromek. Our 3rd seed hails from Shawnee, Kansas, and is after his 2nd win of the year and 9th of his career, Brian Gobold. Our 2nd seed bowls out of Baltimore and has won a PBA record 76% of his matches on TV, Denny Weissman. And our tournament leader is also trying for his 2nd win of the year and his 1st win in a major from Gilbert, Arizona, Dave Arnold. Total of $300,000, Nelson Burton Jr., so the winner will get a good check.
You're right, Chris. One of the best tournaments of the year, the first Yule and Bowl League's Triple Crown, $60,000 on top, a new boat, and probably even more important, a 5-year exemption into this tournament, and a solid group of players here as we're ready to go with the first match. It'll be Justin Hromek, the only man in the field who's won a major title, going against the Big D, who was red hot last week with a 258 game. Here we go.
All right. 4th seed, Justin Hromek, Andover, Kansas, 5'9", 145 pounds. He's a product of Wichita State and its bowling team. Older, using the full approach. Perfection. Now Dave D'Entremont, 6'1", 215, 34 years old. This is his 3rd television appearance this year and 22nd overall. Last week, Nelson, he was seated 3rd and finished 4th.
Well, Chris, he bowled a great game last week. For the fans to recall, he had 9 strikes. He left a solid 8, a solid 9, a solid 10, which kept him from perfection. And among the players out here today, he has definitively the best strike ball. If he can keep it around the 1-3 pocket, look out. The Big D knows how to knock him down.
Double and a 10-pin lead. Brunswick, Tournament of Champions. Careful preparation. Oh, the right result.
Well, Chris, the right-hand lane's a little bit tighter. Hromek has made the adjustment. Dave D'Entremont a little high and a little light, but both players perfect through 2. And this young man, Justin Hromek, I've known him for years. As he's working on his finger, he actually uses a little gripper on his index finger, and he's put an extra piece of tape in his thumb. You just want to make sure everything is just right. Tighten that thumb hole, tighten that finger hole. One little piece of tape may not mean much to a normal player, but to a pro, they're looking for that perfect fit. He uses that index finger to kind of grip the ball, the outer surface of the ball. It almost acts like a 3rd finger hole, yet gives it good leverage. He also keys off that finger.
All right. 3-bagger. Pointing out to the crowd, the fans here start early picking their favorites and go along with them and hope they can go from this first match all the way to the final.
The Big D takes the full approach, 17 feet available, and actually with his size, it's very important to be solid at the line.
Just amazing. The man who last year, 8 television appearances, he was seated in all 5 and placed in all 5, earning $185,000. Pretty sight, 6 X's.
What makes his ball so effective is his ball speed, about 18.5 miles an hour, the good inside-out swing his wife Sylvia looks on, and the wrist action. You cannot beat solid wrist action at the point of release. Thumb comes out, wrist snaps right behind with the fingers.
All right, a 4-bagger. Seesaw battle. All performing with strikes. All here at Harper College. We're back with the critics playing that music in the background, and you see the Brunswick lanes and the crowd. They're loving it, and Bo, the lanes look beautiful.
Chris, here's the oil pattern. There's oil right down the lane to 36 feet. Then it's carried out to 41 feet. Now, the area the players want to play is start the ball in here. You'll see Hromek start in here. Get it out in the dry area. This is dry. The ball swing back to the 1-3. Both players are perfect through 3 frames. Hromek with another strike would tie up D'Entremont after 4.
Stuck at the line. Nearly went over it. But more important is the fact that he'll have that single pin 8th spare to shoot at here.
There's a couple of reasons why he could stick at the line. He has preparation. Is that, you know, he's walking back there in a carpeted area behind the approach, Chris, and sometimes you build up a little surface friction or electricity there, and a player will stick at the foul line. So he has to watch that, maybe stay away from the carpeted area.
So it's 3 strikes and a spare for Hromek. His mom and dad, both very fine bowlers, Larry and Fran.
Larry's a 215 average. Mom, Fran, averages 200.
Wow.
Solid bowling family, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this young man on the tour this year is averaging 217 and has won a U.S. Open.
So now it's a 9-pin on the left lane.
A little bit different lane condition we've seen in these championship lanes in previous tournament stops in the arena. As the ball drifts high on the left-hand lane, he breaks down the 4-9 split. Is that the left lane is hooking more than the right lane. We've kind of tracked these lanes over the years, Chris, and we've always had the right lane hooking more, so a little bit different oil pattern out there by the PBA today for the championship.
Now with the 2 spares, a furrowed brow. Justin Hromek, a national junior bowling champion, as well as a NCAA champion. Now with 4 in a row shooting in the 5th frame, D'Entremont. Okay, beautiful. May 18th, ABC's Professional Bowlers Tour returns. We'll head north to Canada for the IOF Foresters Open. It's May 18th at 3 Eastern and Pacific, right here on ABC Sports.
Dave D'Entremont, one of the few self-taught bowlers on the tour, and he just kind of felt his way around, has a real good natural style, but he must practice every day. I see this guy out there every day, Chris, working on his game. He's perfect through 5.
All right, he has reached the halfway point to the Brunswick $100,000 perfect game check. There were 7 300s here this week. Our numbers 1, 2, and 3 seeds, each with 300s this week. Justin's back, striking in the 6th frame.
Justin, one of the really good all-around athletes we have on the tour. In high school, he lettered in 4 sports: basketball, football, track, and bowling, but and stuck with his weightlifting. He bench pressed 280 when he was in high school. Let's take a look how he's attacking the pair. He's starting here. He'll slide in this area, take a solid approach, and then his design shot will come just outside the 2nd arrow with a medium break. Not quite as much as his opponent, Dave D'Intermont.
Very useful double, cutting the lead down to 22 pins now. But remember, D'Intermont is perfect through 6. There are the Hromek great bowlers, and his fiancée, Christy Butcher, August 31st, the wedding date.
Well, this is a blueprint solid 10. For the people who want to know what caused a solid 10, watch the second pin on the right-hand part of your screen. You see the 6 pin just elevate around the belly of the 10. It's part of the game, folks.
The defending champion of the TFC, Mike Albee, finished 46th, averaging 216 this week. But Mike, Dave Houston, and Larry Lickstein were all inducted into the Professional Bowlers Association Hall of Fame. Congratulations, guys.
Well deserved. D'Intermont, 8th frame, 21 pins. No lead is sacred in the arena finals because of the high scoring.
That's an 8th frame strike. We're in Palatine, Illinois, and you know, the excitement around the Harper College campus today isn't just limited to arena bowling. Take a look at this play over at the baseball field. This crowd is tremendous, and it's larger than my estimate. I said 2,500 earlier. The official count now is 4,100. Arena bowling is popular. So is this professional. Justin Hromek, trailing by 21. He's got a double up shooting in the 8th. Needs it. Oh, a 4-pin. Couldn't trip that baby out of there, so he'll have to keep battling as we're down in the final stretch of this first game. Remember, the winner of it will meet Brian Goebel and then Danny Weissman. And our tournament leader, number 1 seed, is Dave Arnold from Gilbert, Arizona. Good mark. Here's Nelson.
Thank you, Chris. With me, Brian Goebel. Brian, you've been ranked in the top 10 in the world for about 3 years now, but no major titles. Do you want your career to end with that little asterisk there that he couldn't win the big one?
Well, I won't be disappointed if I don't get it, but I'd certainly love to have it.
This is a good one, and this would be a good start. This guy's real tough, Chris, and he'll give them all they can handle in the next match. Back to you.
Got that right, Bo. Brian Goebel and Bo, 2 toughies. All right, now, 9th frame, that foundation for Hromek. Good shot. Great shot. Little dejected as he comes back now to look on with you as D'Intermont steps up. He'll be shooting the 9th. He has a strike working for him and a 22-pin lead. Wobbly 10, though.
Wow, Chris, and he's really throwing some good shots. It's interesting that the shots he didn't strike on last week were all solid hits, and this week the only 2 strikes that he hasn't had in this game were solid 10s. So he's left the 8, 9, and 10 last week and 2 10s this week. Right now, he needs a solid mark to lock up the game.
Okay, tonight on ABC, the world television premiere of Born Free, a new adventure at 8/7 Central Time. Then your favorite stand-ups, Tim Allen, Richard Lewis, Bill Maher, Paula Poundstone, Paul Reiser, and Jerry Seinfeld, all together with some of their comedy friends in the all-new Comedy Club Superstars, all tonight. ABC. That's ABC.
D'Intermont needs 19 in the 10th frame here to lock up the match. Now he only needs 9 pins on 2 balls to go on to meet Brian Goebel.
What a powerful ball, Nelson.
Oh, Chris, it's wonderful.
My goodness.
Especially he has that what I call a little hook out shot. You watch his ball on the left-hand lane, which is hooking more. It rolls up, and it looks like it wants to go high and just settles there, still with maximum power. When he has all those shots going, he's tough to beat, as Justin Hromek knows that he still has a potential 247, but it may not be enough. Here we go. Winner.
So it'll be Ohio versus another Kansas professional, Brian Goebel.
D'Entremont possible 259. The best Justin Hromek can do is 247. Justin will be back. He's very tough, well-conditioned, and a solid player. Hello, 259. What a start. Last week, 258 wasn't enough, but he's off to a good start this week.
As the professional bowlers take to these temporary Brunswick lanes in our arena bowling setting. We've had some fabulous shows this year. Nice, loose, and easy strike by Justin.
Really, nobody missed the pocket, Chris. Justin Hromek left an 8-pin, a 4-pin, and a 9-pin, and Dave D'Entremont 2 ring and 10. So we can look for that continued high scoring for the remainder of the day. Not for the timid.
A United States Open champion. You're looking at him. He won it in Troy, Michigan in 1994, defeating Parker Boone III 267 to 230. And of course, as Bo pointed out earlier, this is a major. Leaving the 10th pin here in the first match. This ABC Sports presentation of Professional Bowlers Tour will continue after these messages and word from our stations.